So yes, we are live on YouTube now, just for your information. So this is a public presentation for EBA USK Fieldwork and EBA Minamata Fieldwork. So the USK Fieldwork happened in Banda Aceh, Indonesia, and then the Minamata is in Minamata, Japan. And we are going to listen to the presentation from the USK Fieldwork first in the order of group 1, 2, 3, 4. And before we do that, let me explain that all the participants here, they went through 5 weeks, 6 weeks of online course related to evidence-based approach. And then after that, they went to the fieldwork the fieldwork part, which includes some online preparation beforehand to learn about the field beforehand, and then go to the field to actually collect data, see what actually happened in the field, and then they continue their work after the field work as a team to then present today in the public presentation. Now, I would like to invite Rahmat Sensei from USK to explain about the USK, what happened in the USK fieldwork, and then after that, the participants from USK fieldwork will share the result of their fieldwork. So, Pak Rahmat.
Okay, thank you, Silmi. So, hello everyone. Nice to see you again online. The EBA team asked me to give a short summary of what is the USK EBA fieldwork. The theme of the fieldwork is bringing the past into the future, digital preservation of Aceh historical tombstone. So the basic idea is to look into preservation of historical or cultural heritage. How can we do it, and so forth. So it's to give insight to the participant. Preservation is not just only bringing artifacts to the museum, but also there are other aspects to it, right? It is a very complex aspects in preservation, especially if the artifacts are what value, the historical or cultural value are in their location, in the physical location. So moving them to the museum won't be practical, but leaving them in that situation has complexities. There's a lot of issues, a lot of tension, and which they have seen while they are in the field. And as a case study, we looked at the Aceh tombstone, and so how the situation of the Aceh tombstone complicates the preservation and various aspects to it. We see that digital technology can play a role in trying to preserve these historical and cultural artifacts. So basically, that's the idea. And I think a lot of the presentation were I was very impressed, especially there's some ideas that I didn't really think about, especially on awareness. So how to raise awareness with the community, the importance and how to do this the need for this preservation. I think it was a pretty good, impressive fieldwork in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahmat. So let's move ahead to the presentation from Group 1. Okay, are you ready? All from Group 1?
Yes.
Okay. So you can start.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team 1, Team Party. Our team consists of me, Adisa, and our team member, Tuba, Sohan, and Ajoy. We're going to present about our work, which is a board game named Penjaga Warisan or Heritage Keeper. What we're going to talk about in this presentation first is the current situation in Kampung Pandey, how we collect the data, the solution proposal, and lastly, the concept and mechanics about the game. Okay. First, I'm gonna talk about the current situation that is happening in Kampung Pandey.
Next, please. Okay.
Which is first, the neglection and poor treatment, and also the lack of awareness, and also urbanization and also modernization. The third one is young people are disconnected from their roots, and lastly, current programs are not effective.
About the data collection, we use devices which the EBA USK provided to record and collect data on the field. This map is the drone. We use the DJI Phantom drone to map the whole area of the tombstones and also the location of each one to create the digital version that we use later. Okay, next one, please. Also, we used the Creality CR scanner to get the 3D model of each tombstones, which we will use this 3D models for developing the solution. Continue, please. Beside that, we also take reference from books and interviews with the head person of Kampung Pandey, yes. We also take the reference from this book to create a map. Okay, next, please. About that is what Adisa mentioned earlier, is the situation we have at the moment, is the poor treatment, also the lack of awareness especially from young people are disconnected from their roots. So that is why we are proposing a solution to tackle the issue. Continue, please. We wanted to present a digital board game, which name we mentioned earlier, Penjaga Warisan means heritage keepers. This is the map of the board game, and also the game factors will be presented later. Continue, please. Okay. Aju, would you?
Okay, this is okay. So for the Penjaga Warisan, the target audience is like from 6 to 12 years old, especially in from Kampung Pandey and surrounding areas. So we are targeting elementary schoolers and also the community around. Okay, next. So why online game? It's interactive, engaging, easy to access, and widespread. So it's easier to share since it's digital platform. Okay, next please. As gameplay and elements and demo. Okay. So this is the game board. This is Kampung Pandey map, an illustrated rendition of Kampung Pandey from the data collection earlier, using the drone. And this is showing a rivers, home, mosque, and historical tombstone sites. Okay, this is, okay. And then we have this knowledge cards and also care cards that play significantly into the gameplay, which I explain on the next slide. So yeah, this basically is a roll and dice game. Roll and move game. So when they land in the tombstone zone, they draw cards and earn the token, and then players that collect the most tokens and well-balanced tokens win. Could you show the previous one? Sorry. So this is like this a knowledge and also care cards. I think the three of them like knowledge cards. As you can see, there's a question, as a trivia, where the players have to guess about the trivia, the questions, and then have to guess. Also, there's a care cards. They also have to guess about to answer the question. What should they do to take care of the tombstone? Which I think I think it will be explained better in the demo. Thank you, Sohan. Next, please. Okay.
So, hello everyone. Greetings to all. So, my teammates have already discussed the motivation of our fieldwork and the product we created. So, without taking much time, I will directly move to the demonstration of our game. Our game is currently in the form of prototype. You could say this is the beta version. So, here is the landing page of our game. So we have actually two type of card. One is knowledge card and another is care card. So care card are focused on way to protect and preserve the Achenes royal thumbstone, and knowledge card provide insight and information to the player about the history and significance of this thumbstone. So before starting the actual gameplay, let's check the discover button. So when player click this, they can see the different insightful question and answer. So this help them to gain knowledge about Aceh's history and also served as a kind of syllabus for the gameplay. So yeah, this kind of thing. So now moving into the main game. So we started by entering the name of player 1 and player 2. So let's say for the name, my name and my teammate Ajue. So yeah, just start this. This is our main application. So now it's player one's turn, which means my turn. So just roll the dice, then move. So before let discuss what we actually built. When landing on certain mark tiles, the player get two options. One is this mark. One is draw knowledge card, and another is draw care card. So if player draw knowledge card, a question will appear, and the player answer this on his own word. We also provide a reference answer. So later, using natural language processing, we are comparing the player response with the reference and provide an evaluation. So let's going to and okay, draw a knowledge card. So what challenge do archaeologists in the preserving Gambung Pandey? So I will just give me my natural language answer.
Okay.
So let's say back of
Okay.
so yeah, this is correct. So you can see in the player this is the reference answer, and this is the automated judgment result generated through our machine learning. So if the player gives a wrong and incomplete answer, the system will show a feedback, and their score will be actually reduced by here. And also on the other hand, if a player pick the care card in drawn, the player learn about the action that can be taken to preserve the thumbstone in Aceh through a simple feedback process. So care points are also added their score, and this is how the games works.
Okay. Thank you, Sohan. Thank you for the demo. I think
So,
I
okay,
think we should
think-
also give the rest of the presentation. Okay. Sohan, could you move to the slides
Okay.
again?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So yeah, Tuba, I think this is part is yours.
Yes, thank you. So we do expect some impact that could be made when we propose this solution to tackle the issue we mentioned before. Next slide, please. We have the main two goals. First one is about knowledge and awareness, and second one is pride and connection. We wanted to push more awareness of culture, identity, and knowledge of local history in the local people, especially the young people, for them to be respectful, have more respectful attitudes toward the heritage sites and communal space. Also, the culture and knowledge caused by urbanization and modern disconnection would be reach to them more. About the pride and connection, we wanted to boost the community and intergenerational connection about history, roots, and identity, especially in Gambong Pandey as a birthplace of Achenese legacy, and also the place we collected the most data from. We also expect to build awareness and pride among youth and Gambong Pandey's historical significance. Next slide, please. That would be the end of our presentation, and here is our references. Thank you so much for listening and paying attention.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Group
Mhm.
1. So there are already some response in the chat. You can interact with them in the chat. And if other people have questions or feedback from them, please free to do that in the chat. And we are going, so because the time for Group 1 is up, so please do it in the chat. Next, we will continue to Group 2. Thank you so much, Group 1. Very good presentation. Group 2, are you ready?
Yes,
Sohan,
I'm
can you
ready.
stop sharing? Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I'll share my screen right now.
Yes. I think you should go back to the first slide.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Group 2, you can start.
Hi everyone, this is Group 2. Our team is named GAS. We have our 4 members, Basaya from USK, Gita from ITB, Shikai from and me, Kin from UCSM. As an overview, our team tried to highlight the importance of preserving local history through the restoration and awareness of historic riot cemeteries. By combining our research, communication, education, and digital storytelling, our team created an animated video that can transform real data into engaging cartoon characters to gain more public attention so that we can spread knowledge more efficiently. As the project goals, we have 3 goals. The first one is to spread knowledge about Aceh tombstone by using digital preservation techniques, just as the goals of this fieldwork. And next, this project, we will create a video about the history, preservation, and information about Aceh tombstone. We will create a fun educating video which we will use cartoon-style characters to maintain kids and adults, actually teenagers' attentions more. Where after that, we will promote this video by using social medias, especially using hashtag or other advanced features that the social media provide us, so that we can deliver our video to our aim audience. For the project step, firstly, we collected raw data to the fieldwork in Kampung Padang. Next, we discuss how we will use the data and what will we create. And the next step, after we have decided what we will do, we write the script, collect materials we needed for the video, and combine them into the final product of this video. The last step is to create the video. So let's take a look at our result.
Hi friends, today we'll go on a little adventure to learn about Aceh's royal tombstones. Did you know these tombstones are like storytellers? They tell us about kings and queens from long ago. But now many of them are broken. Why is this happening? Maybe because people don't realize how special they are. That's why we need to learn about them. Let's go on a journey to Kampung Pandai in Banda Aceh. Here's the map. The name Kampung Pandai comes from the word Kampung, which means village, and Pandai, which means craftsman. A long time ago, many skilled craftsmen lived here. They made tools, weapons, and even shiny gold things. But that's not all. Kampung Pandai is also a royal burial site. Look, this is the tomb of Sultan Adilullah, one of Aceh's great kings. There are different styles of tombstones too. The first one is called Plang Pleng or Lamuri style. It's the oldest and very simple, from the early days of Islam in Aceh. The second is the Samudra Pasai style, with more decorations, beautiful shapes and patterns. The third is the Arce style. These are tall, very detailed, and usually found in royal graves. So now that we know how important they are, how can we protect these sacred tombstones? First, never throw garbage in the cemetery. Second, don't let animals go inside. They might damage the stones. Third, instead, we can help by cleaning the area, like sweeping or clearing bushes. We can also tell others why these tombstones are important and join activities to help take care of them together. Hopefully, we can all understand the importance of these tombstones and work together to preserve them for the future. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, friends.
After watching the video, here is a conclusion of our project. We believe history isn't just something to read about, it is something we should experience and share through the generations. By using our animated video, we have turned the story of Aceh Tombstone into something fun, visual, and easy to understand, especially for younger audience, who will become the leaders of future. By blending research, creativity, and a touch of technologies, we hope to spark curiosity, respect, and pride in our shared heritage. Together, we can make sure this story aren't forgotten, but we will pass on for our generations to come. Thank you, everyone. And here is the Q&A sessions. If you have unclear points or questions, feel free to question us. That where I have prepared frequently asked questions. So let's take a look at those questions. For the frequently asked question, I have 3 questions, but this is the first question. What lead to that solution? We wanted to preserve cultural heritage in a way that appeals to younger generations. Traditional reports often don't capture attention, so we chose digital storytelling and animation as an engaging medium. Additionally, we added subtitles in Indonesian and we use the voiceover as English so that we can reach more audience, more international audience, and give them the information about Aceh Tombstone. The aim of the subtitles is now, some kids can't understand English, so we added the subtitles for the kids. So the next is, what did we see and learn? We discovered that Aceh Tombstone hold not only historical but also cultural value. So we also learned that many visitors are unaware of the power way to behave in heritage site, which motivate us to include do's and don'ts. For the next question, thinking process behind, how did we think the process? Firstly, we identified the problem, and then we chose a creative media, what we will do and what will the effective of this solution. And lastly, we maximize the reach. We try to maximize our reach. We try our best to promote this video to younger generation, our targeted audience. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, friend.
Okay. So we
Sorry.
still have about 2 minutes. So if anyone has questions or comments, actually there are already a lot of them in the chat. Anyone wants to voice it out? Maybe starting from Keiko Sensei. If you're able to talk.
Oh, well, I just wanted to express our appreciation. The very nice animation and voice and calm and very well done. And I hope kids will learn how to treat and how to value the culture and tool. Thank you very much. And I think Rahmato Sensei will be very, very happy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Landra, do you want to say something as well?
Yeah, just to add, I think your content works really well with your targets. So basically, it's very fun to watch. It's not like that kind of boring, informative video. I think you did very well with the editing and the sounds and the visuals. So I think, yeah, to do a great job of spreading awareness about the topic. So well done. Also, the subtitles and audio difference is quite good as well. I think it's a very interesting choice.
Yes, thank you. Pak Rahmat, do you want to say your comments directly?
Yeah, I think the storyline is very good, very nice. I think I'll be very approachable to younger audience. But I mean, the only thing I think I can be a slight improvement is that there are several topics, right, in your video. I mean, the transition, I think, is a lot of be much smoother, the storyline, right? So don't go directly, or there's something like a transition, and they will make it much better. I think everybody knows it's very good. Very nice video.
Thank you. And Marcos.
Hi. You all said it all. So amazing presentation. I didn't attend the field work. I was not really familiar with the details of the experience you had there. But yeah, I believe that translates everything you experienced there, and celebrating your creativity. Very well, very nice job, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for the comments and feedback. And thank you, Group 2, for the presentations. Now let's move to Group 3. Thank you so much. Group 3, are you ready? Hey, can I start the timer now?
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello everyone, we are from NASA team. Before we start our slide, we would like to do our chant first.
Hello, Mabuhay, konnichiwa.
We are Team NASA.
And A, S, A, NASA team. All right. We are for the first slide, research question and objective. For the research questions, the first research questions, what is the current awareness of Gen Z regarding Achenese gravestones? The second, how are Achenese gravestones valued by local communities and historians? And the last one, what actions are needed to preserve knowledge of Achenese gravestones among younger generations? Next, for the objective, first, to examine Gen Z's level of awareness about Achenese gravestones, to explore the cultural, historical, and community values attached to Achenese gravestones, and the last one, to identify and propose preservation strategies, including education and instructional support for younger generations.
Okay, next part is evidence collected. I would like to introduce you to the profiles of the people that we interviewed for this project. First, we interviewed Sir Faisal. He is a local resident. Second, we interviewed Miss Epi Suryani. She is active in community life. And the third is Auli Aramdani. He has integrated into the community. The fourth one is Fisikya Ergansha. He is the current village head responsible for leading community development. And the next one is Sodardin. He is a long-time resident and a tomb caretaker. And the last one is Professor Dr. Husaini Ibrahim, who is a historian and a lecturer. We designed a set of questions to guide our interviews about the historical tombstone. The question we asked first that to the local residents, are they familiar with the tombstone? How do they see these graves and what influence do they have on their daily life? And with the ongoing urbanization, should the site still be preserved and why? We also had more specific questions for the archaeologists. We asked about the unique features of the tombstone and whether there are related rituals or traditions. And for the head of village, we focused on what efforts have been made by the community to preserve the tombstone and what role the people of Banda Aceh could play in helping with preservation. Next, please. For our evidence and documentation, we experimented with different types of datasets, including 360-degree footage, uh, regular video, images, and even 3D scanning. The first one we took was Tombstone in Aceh Museum. Next, please. The second one is Tombstone in Gunungan. Next, please. And the last one is Tombstone in Kampung Pandey. And in Kampung Pandey, we also able to take the 3D scan tombstone of Sultan Adilullah Ibnu Munawar Shah.
Now we are moving to the findings and conclusion. First, regarding our research question 1, when we asked 9 Gen Z citizens about Aceh's tombstones, all 9 answered that they didn't know about them. The result shows that awareness of Aceh's tombstones is limited among the younger generation. Let me preview some findings from our interviews. First, Fiskia Ergansha stressed the importance of youth education and involvement in heritage conservation. He supported initiatives and training programs and also pointed out the risk of declining interest among young people. And next, Dr. Sani Ibrahim described the Aceh's tombstones as archaeological evidence of the spread of Islam in Aceh. He emphasized their artistic and historical value and called for government protection. Now, to summarize the overall findings from these interviews, the tombstones are regarded as both sacred and historical assets. People showed personal connection and pride, but also concerns for their future. Across the interviews, there was a call for preservation, education, and institutional support.
With all the interviews that we had and the digital data, we decided to have a short documentary video as our project for this program. It is a video in an IG reel or TikTok type where it could be accessed in different social media platforms, and the duration is about 2 minutes. So our target audience are the Gen Z Achenes, since based from our interviews, 9 out of the 9 interviewees don't know what the Aceh tombstones are. So how much more if the Banda Aceh young people don't know their tombstones, how much more the other people around Indonesia and around the world. So we chose documentary because it's visually engaging and it's easy to access in social media. And we focused on the stories and knowledge of the locals about the tombstones. So it's a way of raising awareness on the role of the youth to protect the tombstones. So we'll be playing the documentary video in a different shared screen. So here is our documentary video. In the heart of Banda Aceh, beneath the shadows of trees and time, lie hundreds of old stones. Quiet, withered, forgotten.
These are the Batunis and Aceh, tombstones that date back centuries, carved with Arabic calligraphy and stories of power, faith, and legacy.
Ya, batu nisan di Aceh ini memang punya kerajaan sebelum kerajaan Tengku di Kandang.
These tombstones hold more than history. They hold stories, memory, local knowledge that are needed to be passed through generations. But now, that knowledge is fading.
Tetapi karena manusia memiliki ekspresi seni, dia banyak menulis dan melukis sehingga melahirkan banyak batu nisan yang berhias.
Most of us don't know what they mean. The Aceh people who understand these stones are getting older. The knowledge and stories are fading, and soon they might be gone forever.
Familiar ya? Iya nggak familiar. Oh iya. Kan Aceh luas ya. Iya. Tapi ini batu nisan kerajaan Aceh dulu Pak.
Secara tidak langsung dengan adanya makam-makam tersebut kita jadi tahu bagaimana leluhur-leluhur kita terdahulu. Jadi mulai dari silsilah keluarga, mulai dari orang tua sampai kerajaan dan indatu-indatu kita dulu.
Jadi dengan melestarikan ini kita berharap anak-anak muda di sini atau di negara-negara lain atau di daerah luar sana lebih mengerti tentang sejarah bagaimana terbentuknya kerajaan ini.
That's it for our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. So do we have any questions from or feedback from the audience? From me, I love the music. I think with the message at the end, it's kind of fit like how the music that you choose. So I think like storyline wise, I believe the story and the music has to match with each other. So that's a good choice of music. Thank you. If anyone has any other feedback, please feel free to do so in the chat while we are going to move to the next team. Please share the video. Yes, please. Later, please upload in the Google Drive. Thank you. Okay, now let's move on to the last group of USK, group 4. Sheep. Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. We are Sheep. I'm going from Vietnam.
I'm Harga from EU.
I'm Naim from Myanmar.
And I'm Indria from Indonesia.
And today we would like to present our project, Preserve Asia's Tombstone with AR.
Okay, next please. Our research question is how can we digitally preserve Aceh's vulnerable tombstones using augmented reality, AR? Our goal is to protect their appearance, design, and meaning without physically moving them. This matters because many of these tombstones are disappearing, both physically and culturally, due to the environment and human activities. Next, please. And this is what we collected at the field. So next, India will talk about findings and conclusions.
Okay, next we have 3 main findings. The first is physical preservation is challenging due to location and resources. The second finding shows cultural meaning is fading due to lack of awareness. And the last is tourists and locals have limited access to information. So from these findings, we can conclude that digital preservation complements physical preservation and raises global awareness.
Thank Indra. Our approach solution has two main parts. First, we build high-quality 3D model of the tombstones using photometers. This technique takes many photographs from different agents and combines them to create a realistic digital copy. And the second, we bring this model to life through AR. With AR, people can view the tombstones in museums, airports, tourist centers, hotels, or even online from anywhere in the world. Through this experience, user can rotate, zoom, inspect detail the tombstones, and user can place the tombstones virtually into their own surrounding use just a smartphone or AR glass. And our main audience are tourists, students, researchers, and local communities. Anyone interested in learning more about the heritage. To make the experience even more engaged, and we also suggest create a digital travel ebook in hand with AR, so reader can enjoy interactive content while discovering Asia culture. To give you a clear idea of how this works, let us show you a short demo of our AR solution in action.
Hello everyone, today I would like to introduce the brochure I'm holding. It was prepared by my team. This brochure is about the ancient tombstones of the Kampung Bande village, Banda Aceh from Indonesia. This brochure is designed as a tourist guide to help people explore the history in an interactive way. So let's explore this brochure. The title of the cover page is The Ancient Tombstones of Banda Aceh. The first panel gives the introduction of Banda Aceh tombstone. The tombstones are not just monuments, but symbols of history, culture, and identity, and also about the Kampung Bande village and the map of the village. The second panel describes the artistic feature of the tombstone, and the third panel describes how to visit to Kampung Bande village and some of the tips for the visitor. Okay, I will flick. The last section is the most exciting feature. It is about the augmented reality, AR. By scanning this QR code, it will direct the visitor to the Zebword AR website. And then by scanning this marker, the visitor can view the tombstone in 3D by just using their smartphone. So this brings history to life in a modern and interactive way. So I will try use that. Firstly, I will scan the QR, then follow the link. It will direct to the Zebword AR website. Then we have to launch the AR experience. Then we have to find the marker to match. After matching the marker, it will show the 3D model of the tombstone included in our marker. Then clicking on the right upper hand landing icon, it will show the characteristic location and the architecture of the tombstone of the marker. This is the AR experience. Thank you.
Thank you. In conclusion, Aceh's tombstones are at risk of disappearing. AR can preserve the design and meanings and share them worldwide. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice prototype. I like it. So everyone have questions or feedback? I have here from Norima Sensei. Do you want to say something?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, so happy to see you guys are using technology for this tombstone of Banda Aceh. It's very impressive. Like everyone is using technology suitable for your generation. No longer just a normal presentation. You develop AR, you develop storytelling using cartoon. I really like it, you know. Even my children can easily understand and want to play your game. I think if you guys make it public, you know, or put it at the EBA website will be very nice. So everyone also will know about tombstone in Banda Aceh. Impressive. I really like this field work, you know. Change my perspective of how to say the field work, you know, how you present it. I think you guys put a lot of effort, you know, creating those story, those cartoon, those games. So how to say, kudos to everyone. Very good job, all group. I'm happy to see the progress made. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Leandro?
Yeah, great job. I really like how easy it was to scan with my phone, and I kept imagining if I had the brochure here, I would actually have a good time with it. And I think not only me, but it goes to many ranges of ages and interests for many different type of people. So yeah, it can also fit some other type of exhibition, like the same idea that you did, maybe if it's like a museum session and you can scan and kind of see in AR. So yeah, great job pushing your vision and actually making it functional, scanning it. Very well done. Also, good use of scanning, right? Because one of the devices I know you had access was the ability to use the LiDAR to scan the tombstones and generate 3D models with it. So this is a very interesting showcase on how to preserve the current status of the tombstones, because you really scanned as is to generate the model. So that's a very interesting and precious snapshot or interactive snapshot, let's say, of this point in time. So if you do it in a new version 3 years from now, for example, what changed and how you can compare those AR models could be very interesting. So great job.
Yeah, thank you. So there are some other feedbacks in the chat, but we are going to move to Minamata Fieldwork now. So please continue interacting in the chat. So yes, good job for USK Fieldwork. Yay. Thank you so much for all the wonderful presentation. And now I would like to invite Uehara Sensei to explain first about Minamata Fieldwork before the students' presentation.
Okay, so good afternoon. So I'm really happy to see your face again. Okay, so I'd like to introduce EBA Eco City Minamata Fieldwork 2025. Okay, so this is our mission. So our mission was propose a service solution for environmentally sustainable city. So, and we have two presentation. First one is output in Minamata, so which is a poster presentation. And today, I'd like to ask two students to make a presentation about the comprehensive proposed solution. Okay. So, by the way, so I'd like to introduce Minamata City a little bit, because here is a student who attended USK fieldwork. Okay, so Minamata City is one of the city in Japan, and in 1986, so Minamata City was officially recognized, which is well, toxic neurological disease. And this is caused by methyl mercury, which is discharged by Chisso Corporation. Chisso means nitrogen in Japanese. Okay? And now we have about 2,300 officially recognized, officially certified patients. But somebody said we have about 50,000 people, victims in the around the Minamata city. And Minamata disease is also health problem. However, it's not limited to the health damage, but also led to the crime of the region and conflicts among residents. And it's not solved yet. So, and this is a fieldwork schedule, and this fieldwork is designed like this. So first, we learned past, I mean, about 60 years ago. And then we are going to study the present Minamata city. And we need to consider the future of the Minamata city. Okay. And I have some photo of our journey. So please look at this photo. So do you remember this? Okay. So this is
Very hot.
and this is the second day. And then this is Thursday. And fourth day, I mean last day. Okay, so this is a member of the Minamata Fieldwork. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. To also add a little bit, before we went to Minamata, the participants also had pre-workshop in Tokyo for 2.5 days to learn about surface design and collect data in Tokyo as well. So, okay, let's start ahead with group 1. Borrow caps. Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready. And can you see the slides?
Yes, we can see it, but in a bit weird ratio. Okay, this is better now.
Now, it's
okay.
Okay.
You can start.
Everyone, we are the group 1. Hello, everyone. We are the group 1. Farah, Zimi, Tiara, and me, Lucas. And we are proposing a general discussion about how to solve a space, a city that has several issues that needs to integrate each other, So our research called the Bridge, Interdisciplinary Research Residency to connect industrial disaster recycling and environmental promotion. So basically we have the usual, right? Some cities, all the cities have several types of problems for example, industrial disasters, and they found a solution like financial support to people who are affected. Sustainable issues, they found ways to recycling things. And some cities needs to preserve some areas, green areas, for example, and they do promotion of it. But we start to think about it like, what if a system could intersect and combine the solutions, and take into consideration history, community, and urban landscapes. So thinking about that, we use Minamata as a case study to develop the solution, some type of research residency that can integrate the city in several ways,
Okay, so I will be talking about the Minamata case study. And it will be about talking a little bit about the fieldwork that we went to. So Minamata City, located at Kumamoto Prefecture, they went through a dark period of time where the whole city was poisoned by metal mercury due to the nearby factories, Chiso Corporation, but now they are called JNC, irresponsible way of disposing chemical waste. So through this program, students from all Asians went to a fieldwork to gather evidences firsthand and then propose solutions to help the city to develop further. So we visited a lot of places, such as we firstly went to Minamata Eco Park, where that area used to be part of the Minamata Sea, where the concentration of metal mercury there was very high. So they changed it into an eco park where a lot of like the people, the Minamata people can enjoy playing baseball, running and all. Like, it's a good place. It's a good park. And then we went to a lot of museums there to understand about the past, what happened in the past, and then to understand better about this case. And we also went to the Clean Center to understand how Minamata people keep their city sustainable. And then we also went to the nature part of Minamata City, such as Fukuda Farm, where we learned how they farm oranges, dekopong, at Minamata. And also we went to Himetatsu, where we learned about the sea life of Minamata Sea. And then we went to Kugino Village, where we learn about the forest preservation, how they do paddy fields there, and then like how they keep their trees alive at Minamata City. And lastly, we went to Minamata High School, where we interacted with students of Minamata High School and then learn about the future of Minamata City. So next slide is how to understand the context here, because what happened at Minamata can happen anywhere else. Why? Because firstly, knowledge delay. It is a global issue of late response to environmental crisis due to lack of access to science and also communication. Secondly is aging population, where other cities also face generational gaps, abandoned housing, and also uneven memory of past disasters. For communication, it is not only a language barrier, but it is also an exposure and culture barriers that exist in many communities worldwide. And for tourism dependency threat, it is so over reliance on single industries is a vulnerability for many regions. So with these 4 points, the lesson learned here is what happened in Minamata can happen anywhere else if knowledge, communication, and resilience are weak. So at the fieldwork, next slide. We identified the actors and roles here. So for students, they can do language exchange and also receive sustainability education. For the city and government, they can provide support with policy, land, and also housing. For media and influencers, they can help with publicize the voices of the locals, the voices of the people at the affected area. For the elderly locals, they are the knowledge holders and also oral historians. For university institutions, they can send students to do researches and also co-develop curriculum. For companies, they can do R&D, research and development sponsorships, and also green tech testing. Next slide. At the fieldwork, this is the evidence we gathered because it is part of the process, finding evidences. A lot of pictures, but we can move on to the next slide. Thank you.
And we focus on analyzing the data we collect from different fields. And our goal is to search for common points between disciplines and connect topics from multiple perspectives. So we also identify the key actors and also the potential that we carefully evaluating potentials, risks for the community, especially for the social impacts. Next. So the interdisciplinary framework that we designed is directly contribute to the several SDGs. There is SDG 4 by fostering knowledge sharing, SDG 7 by sustainable technology, SDG 8 by involving local actors, SDG 9 with the role of novel tech community, SDG 11 by creating a resilient and adaptable system, and also SDG 13 through the environmental research itself. Next. And from this process, we can gather several key insights. The first is to reuse and decentralize space. For creating a flexible and shared space allows community to adapt existing infrastructure for multiple purposes. and also investment in localized knowledge by empowering local communities through their own knowledge ensure solutions are also sustainable. And the last is the interdisciplinary real world collaboration by bridging together experts from different fields leads for more holistic problem solutions. Next.
So after understanding the context of Minamata, what we are proposing is a decentralized circular design residency. In the case of Minamata here is to retain knowledge, human resources, and investment in the city. With this basic structure is we first invite undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate from Japan and abroad university to apply. They are staying for 6 to 12 months and in the community through the residency. They work in perspective field in with integracy approach to the benefit is the student would contribute their unique skill, global perspective while gaining deep real-world experience. In return, the Minamata city would offer the space and historical knowledge and hospitality to creating a base for regeneration and innovative new idea. Next, please. How do we implement this to follow a EBA methodology? We focus on the weak social connection and how to connect them in a practical sense. This process starts by understanding the context of this specific area by its story, its challenge, and its people. Then we must identify the key actor involved and their potential role. Then we're going on field to find evidence through fieldwork. And after that, we analyze the data collected to identify patterns and opportunities for a solution. We can cross-reference our findings with the SDG to ensure our solution are aligned with a global sustainable target. And at the end, we can consolidate our finding and draw a final conclusion.
And just to wrap up, we did examples that how we could do the residency in our own countries. For example, with me in Brazil, we could connect racism issues with the inequality programs and environmental preservation. That's something that still don't have in Brazil and could literally combine several topics into one space, decentralized, that can help on one specific city, for example, Bahia, Salvador, that has the majority of the population is Black.
So for Malaysia, we can do research residency by connecting issues of income inequality, inequality, persistent corruption, and also environmental sustainability. And we can use government agencies and then local NGOs, social data analysis companies, and also local institutions.
And from Indonesia, we can do research residency in IKN Nusantara as the new capital city and focusing on urban resilience and also green development.
And finally, in Vietnam, we can do a research residency to connect traffic problem, rapid urbanization, and infrastructure development by using government transportation authority, urban planning and research institute, and private transportation companies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We ran out of time, so please interact with the feedback in the chat for group 1. We are going to continue to group 2.
Yes, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Ready?
Sorry. Yes. So hello everyone. We are group 2 from EBA Minamata Fieldwork 2025. And our group name is Samning, means 3 people because there are 3 members in our group. And but the other 2 can join the final presentation. So today I will present on behalf of my group. And our group proposed title is Moral Education for the Environmentally Sustainable City. So I will present with this content, research question, evidence, collected, finding solution, and proposed solution. And sorry. Yeah. So firstly, we had 3 research questions. The first one is what moral value that can be learned from the fieldwork, and the second one is in what ways can moral values be built into the curriculum to have prevent future generation forget or repeat the same event. And the last one is how can this value be implemented in the Minamata City high school education so they are accepted globally. And we have four main places to collect evidence. The first one is Municipal Museum, and the second one is Storyteller, and that one is Soshisha, and the last one is Fukuda Farm Himedasu. So the first one is Municipal Museum. The museum tells the story of Minamata city life before the disease, the pain of discrimination that followed, the social force that allowed it to happen, and the community journey toward healing and recovery. That's why the 12-year discharge continued because economic growth was prioritized over human life. And also, we found this interesting question at museum. So the first one means when you are living in Minamata and your family has Minamata disease, what do you do? And the second one is why didn't the drainage stop and why did the drainage continue to spread? And the last one is what would you have done if you were a patient's family member as she's an employee and Minamata citizens or a local resident at the time? And storyteller, Mr. Kawamoto spoke about the Minamata disease incident as something that disrupts everyday family meals, making it easier for the audience to relate it to their own lives. His words help convey the deep tragedy of the event in a personal and understandable way. So Shizu was held accountable and victims found the strength to speak out. Above all, he emphasized that trust is what matters most. And the third one is Soshisha. At Soshisha, the Minamata disease incident was presented from the perspective of local fishermen who rely on fishing for both sustenance and income. They continue to eat fish despite the outbreak due to limited information and a lack of alternative. That's why Soshisha reminds us of our morality. And the last one is Fukuda Fan Himedasu. Drawing on the tragic history of Minamata disease, Fukuda Fan and Himedasu offer sustainable products and services that utilize local resources, aiming to prevent such a disaster from ever happening again. So Minamata's local specialties and natural environment foster pride, reflecting both its recovery and ongoing prevention effort. And so finding and conclusion. So this slide shows the finding and conclusion of our study. We currently the curriculum relies on museum visits, textbooks, and meeting. Today our finding highlights the importance of responsibility and justice in the face of environmental disaster. At the museum, we see how industrial progress lead to the loss of 12 innocent life. The storyteller reminds us that sharing the voice of victim helps raise awareness and keep their memory alive. The social or help us demonstrate that supporting one another is not just an act of kindness, but a moral duty. Finally, Fukuda Farm Himerasu show us the importance of passing lessons to the younger generation through education. From this, we conclude four key values: long-term thinking. Things today shoes can cause irreversible harm tomorrow. Social justice, recognizing the importance of whistleblowers and holding powerful institutions accountable. Transparency and advocacy, encouraging people to stand up for affected community. And corporate accountability, reminding us that no profit should come at the cost of human life. These lessons guide us towards a fairer and more responsible society. And also, we compare current curriculum with proposed service. So, currently, the curriculum relies on museum visits, textbook, and meeting with victim, but it remains outdated and doesn't highlight society's role enough. Students also have little exposure to moral values beyond empathy, and Minamata is still seen mainly for its past tragedy. Our proposed service aim to improve this. We suggest making social a central learning source using narrative and visual approach instead of just text, and expanding more education to inspire responsibility in future policymakers. Finally, we want to reframe Minamata as a model city for youth education and sustainability. In short, we see this as treating the tragedy as an ongoing matter, not just history. So in the interview, including with Asuka, a local high school student, showed that students are familiar with Minamata disease, but the awareness of social is limited. So today, our goal is to develop student critical thinking, decision making, and leadership in preventing future disaster. To achieve this, we propose four solutions. First, case study research and role plays and simulation and community outreach projects, and the last one is interdisciplinary projects. So this slide explains how Minamata lesson can be adapted for global use. First, local relevance is important. To make the learning meaningful, Minamata story should be linked to local environmental or industrial incident so that students can connect it to their own community. Next, we need policy alignment to ensure the program fits with each country's national education policy and environmental goals. In terms of solution, we should adjust the language and cultural framing. Instead of focusing too much on Japan-specific details, we highlight the core principle and connect them with local story. Finally, resource level matter. A lower resource setting where digital tools may not be available. We can replace them with physical exhibition, theater, or even radio program. So by adapting the content to different local contexts, Minamata lessons can truly have a global impact. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We have about 1 minute, so Keiko Sensei, do you want to say something?
Well, yeah, I just wrote on the chat, but really nice, thorough analyzation. I think that will lead to a new perspective of this issue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, Apio, please continue interact within the chat. We are going to move on to the third group, which is Ring of Fire. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Before Minamata became a symbol of resilience, it was a name whispered with pain, a reminder of tragedy, of poisoned waters and broken trust. But today we gather not to dwell on sorrow, but to reimagine Minamata's story. We propose Mina Magic. More than an NGO, it is a call to action of the people, for the people, and by the people. Our team is composed of yours truly, Matthew Cabral from the Philippines, Cameron Montalalu from Indonesia, and Nur Shamira Sabri from Malaysia. All of us with different backgrounds and cultures came together to contribute something meaningful for this year's fieldwork.
Minamata is known for a tragic chapter in industrial pollution. In the 1950s, metal mercury dumped into Minamata Bay poisoned local seafood, causing severe damage. This catastrophe prioritized profits over safety and shattered the community's trust in industry and government. The impact was not just on health, but on every aspect of life in Minamata, such as social aspect, economy, and culture. As a research team, we asked, what lessons can Minamata's residents teach us about rebuilding their city? And how can a community NGO reframe Minamata's narrative toward environmental resilience? These questions guide Minamagic's vision. We aim to learn from local experience and transform Minamata's story from one of disaster into one of hope and strength.
During our fieldwork in Minamata, we visited key places and met various community members. We explored 3 museums established by different entities, walked through the Eco Park, listened to a talk by JNC, previously Chiso, went to an eco-recycling center, spoke with people at Himetatsu, Pokuda Farm, and Kugino, and lastly, spent time with the future of Minamata, the students from Minamata High School. These visits grounded our project in real life. And through our fieldwork, we saw how memory, education, and grassroots innovation are already part of Minamata's recovery. We observed Minamata embracing an eco-town model through collective initiatives. For example, Fukuda Farm's agritourism brings people together around sustainable farming, creating employment opportunities, and promoting agriculture. Similarly, Himetatsu showcases marine life and biodiversity and promotes clean fishing practices. These projects show how Minamata residents are building resilience by working together to restore their environment.
Despite these successes, significant gaps remain. The name Minamata still carries the stigma of disease, which can limit tourism and outreach. Monopolized industries and past top-down policies have also squeezed opportunities for local innovation. In short, too many good ideas stay local, and lessons from Minamata haven't spread widely. We see a need to address these challenges head-on.
These gaps highlight why Mina Magic is needed. We aim to fill the global knowledge sharing void by connecting Minamata's story with communities worldwide. Our NGO counters these gaps and empowers local voices and partnerships with the world. In doing so, we can flip Minamata's narrative from a cautionary tale of pollution into a symbol of environmental awareness. Minamata's disaster touched every part of life: ecology, health, trust, and culture. And to heal fully, we must look beyond just technical fixes. Technology is very important, but equally important is the culture and the sociology behind it. Anthropology teaches us that disasters are embedded in social and cultural contexts. The recovery must involve healing community narratives and traditions. Likewise, disaster management reminds us that preparedness and community involvement save lives, while civil engineering and engineering in general show us how to rebuild safer infrastructure so towns emerge stronger, such as in the case of the Eco Park. Minamagic combines these perspectives, cultural healing, disaster planning, and resilient design, into one NGO that champions environmental sustainability. In practice, we build an organization truly of the people, by the people, and for the people, using every field of knowledge to strengthen Minamata together.
Our vision is not just a mission statement. It is operationalized through our 5-pillar framework, ensuring that Minamagic's work covers every stage of environmental resilience. Let me illustrate this with a concrete example. Imagine a sustainable aquaculture and ecotourism project in Minamata Bay. The first of the 5 pillars are prevention, in which we start by reducing risks, training local fishers to use eco-friendly practices that prevent water contamination. And the second pillar is preparedness, in which communities are taught how to monitor marine health, with students and NGOs involved with drills and awareness programs. The third pillar is response, in which if contamination happens, Minamagic helps coordinate rapid action, alert systems for residents, temporarily closures of fisheries, and alternative income streams for affected families. The fourth pillar is recovery, in which once the bay is safe, we rebuild through ecotourism, showcasing Minamata's marine biodiversity with guided tours by Himetatsu, while farms like Fukuda Farm provide safe local food experiences. This restores both economy and dignity. In the fifth pillar, mitigation, finally civil engineering comes in. designing durable filtration systems and eco-friendly fish pens that minimize future risks. This way, recovery is not temporary but lasting. Through this framework, one project becomes not just a livelihood, but a model of resilience that can be adapted anywhere in the world.
Bring this vision into reality, we have to be realistic about how we're going to achieve it. Minamagic follows a four-step operational plan. Using the same example, step one, identify partners. So we collaborate with local actors like Himetatsu and Fukuda Farm, universities such as Kumamoto University and Kyushu University for research support, and other people from different fields like engineering for infrastructure design. Step two, we develop collaborative frameworks. Instead of outsiders deciding for us, we co-create solutions with residents, such as deciding together how ecotourism income is shared or how students can assist in monitoring marine biodiversity. Step three, implement knowledge sharing programs. Workshops teach sustainable fishing techniques, disaster response drills, and ecotourism hospitality. And finally, step four, we must sustain and expand partnerships. Once the project succeeds locally in Minamata, we scale it up. The aquaculture tourism project becomes a case study, attracting NGOs, policymakers, and educators who can replicate it elsewhere. In conclusion, Minamagic proves that recovery is possible. A community-driven interdisciplinary approach can heal both the wounds of the environment and the heart of society. The name itself carries our vision. In Japanese, Mina means all. It reminds us that resilience is never the work of one person or one field, but of all of us together. And magic stands for the extraordinary transformation that happens when communities unite. So when we say Mina Magic, we are saying all of us working together can create change so powerful it feels like magic. Imagine a Minamata once known for tragedy, now celebrated as a beacon of resilience. A place where fishers, farmers, students, engineers, and storytellers, and even the other projects from other groups, not only in Minamata, but also in USK, an NGO is an avenue, is a medium to make all of these things possible, to promote all of these things. So it doesn't only succeed locally, but also nationally and globally. So lastly, we invite you, students, professors, NGOs, and even, of course, the Minamata residents to join us in this vision. Together, let us turn Minamata's legacy into a blueprint of hope for the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So there are a lot of comments related to the naming. It's the best project naming according to Marcos, and there are some other comments in the chat. Please interact with them while we continue to the next presentation from group 4. Artists.
Artists. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay. Oh, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Konnichiwa minasan, we are artists. So today, we want to take you on a journey to a very special place. This is the story of Minamata, a city that rose from one of the world's worst environmental disaster to become a beacon of hope, sustainability, and resilience. And our mission? By local people for the future of local people. Okay, let's start this incredible journey together.
Hello, I'm from Myanmar. My name is Dwayne Anton. And before we discuss about our proposed solution, I want to reflect what we have learned in Minamata during our 3 days in the fieldwork. So we realized that the city has so much to teach us. It's not only just about remembering what happened in the past, but also about people living today and they are getting ready for the future. So the lesson learned has remember and reflect. So Minamata's story reminds us how important it is to look back at the past. Minamata disease was tragedy that deeply affected people's lives and the environment. Today, the city preserves this memory through museums and exhibitions. So these places are not only about remembering the past, the pain, but also about ensuring that future generation understand what happened. By reflecting on the past, we can build a more resilient and responsible future. So the next slide about the lesson learned from the future, living, learning, and continuing the legacy. So, but Minamata is not just about the past, it's also about the action in the present. The city is actively working into protect people and the environment. For example, we see efforts at GNC, Fukuda Farm, the Killing Center, the Minamata Bay, and Kugino Forest. So these actions show that how the city is turning recovery into a way of life where environmental care and community well-being go hand in hand. And the next slide, lesson learned from education shape the future. So education plays a very powerful role in this journey. Schools and local programs are teaching students about environmental protections and sustainability. This means that the new generations will grow up with a strong sense of responsibility, ensuring that what happened in Minamata is never repeated. In this way, education is shaping a more sustainable future. And key lesson from Minamata. Yeah. From Minamata, we can draw three key lessons. First, remembering the past is essential to prevent future mistakes. And second is second is recovery is only possible when the community work together over the long term, and that sustainable living must always go hand in hand with economic resilience. So this lesson guides our proposal for a local-based ecotourism system, which both educate visitors and provide sustainable income for local people. So for our proposed solution, my friend Anne is going to present about our proposed solution.
Trial.
This line from Vietnam, and ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a Minamata ecotourism, where every visit become a lesson, every lesson become hope, and every hope become action for a better future. So next one is our aim and objectives. Our mission is clear: to develop a sustainable local-based ecotourism service that promotes environmental awareness, preserve Minamata's historical memory, and creates a local economic opportunities. So how we will achieve this? First, we will prevent the future pollution incidents by raising awareness through social media. And second one, we want to create a sustainable income for our local heroes. The next one is our service design. I want to emphasize that this is not just a tourism service. This is a living ecosystem of collaboration. Picture this, we can see that our amazing local residents, like fishermen, farmers, and volunteers, they are core actors, become the heart and soul of every experience. And other actors in our service design, like the Minamata city government, will provide infrastructure and policy support, and NGOs can provide the training and support, and the digital and tourism partner can bring the cutting edge technology. And our tourists, they are not just a visitor, they are also student and the contributor to our community's growth. And together we create a cycle of impact that benefits everyone. So next one is our demo solution.
Okay, now let me take you on the actual journey our visitor will experience. So first is pre-visit. So simple online booking, then arrival at Minamata Port for orientation. The second is history, Minamata Museum Archive, Minamata Disease Municipal Museum, Eco Park, and the Cenotaph tell the complete story with respect, honoring victims while showing resilience. So the third is education. Minamata High School demonstrates how young minds shape the future through environmental education. So the fourth is nature. So Fukuda Farm showcase sustainable agriculture, proving prosperity and protection go together. So the post-visit is Unoko Umi Hotel provides sustainable accommodation, and visitors share their transformative journey on social media, becoming global ambassador. And here's how easy we're making it. Scan this QR code and see our UI prototype in action. From journey mapping to online purchase to complete satisfaction, we've designed every touch point to be seamless, engaging, and meaningful. So this is our website. We have our map for our tour. And this is, you can book our eco boat tour. And this is our activities. This is Minamata Bay, Cenotaph, Museum, High School, Fukuda Farm, and the hotel. And this is our contact person. That's our prototype.
So, what impact are we expecting? Let me paint you a picture of success that we expect that we can attract from 500 to 1,000 tourists per year, and we also expect to generate from 10 to 15 direct jobs and also 5 to 10 indirect income opportunities. And of course, we want to have the social and environmental impact. So, in conclusion, our local-based ecotourism solution does not just showcase Minamata recovery, it transformed it into a living classroom for the world. So it's also aligned with our SDGs goal from SDG goals 8, 9, and 11. And that is all for our presentation. And thanks for joining us on this journey from strategy to trim. And thank you for believing in the power of local community to train the world. And finally, again, by local people and for the future of local people.
Chiki no hitobito ni yotte, chiki no hitobito no mirai no tame ni. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Yay! So there are some comments in the chat from Norima Sensei.
Hello. Hello, so happy you guys are making the map. So next time, I think next field trip, everyone will use your map. I think this kind of thing we should publish in the website. I mean, especially in I mean, if we have result like this, like games, map or apps. I mean, we can publish this as part of our output and then get engagement. I mean, easy for other student or the next fieldwork student to what I mean is that this will become inspiration for the next student. Way forward how we can keep improving EBA fieldwork for EBA project sustainability. So well done everyone, Minamata and Aceh. Well done.
Agree with that publishing on our website. So the next fieldwork participant has to be better. Okay.
Yes.
There are other comments in the chat, but I would like to. Oh, there are also comments in YouTube. You can check on the YouTube. From Fitri about some of you align your solution and initiative with the relevant SDGs. For your information, Fitri is from UNESCO Jakarta, so she's very happy with that. Yes, and okay, I would like to, so that's the end of the presentations. And thank you so much for sharing all the experience that you have in both Banda Aceh and Minamata, and also share with us your proposed solution. All of them are amazing and very interesting. I really like how every group come up with something very different as well. But I would like to call the EBA project lead, Uehara Sensei, to give some closing comments for all the fieldwork participants.
Okay, so thank you very much for your presentation. So I'm really appreciate to hear to have your presentation. So because presentation is a much better than your poster presentation, I think. So easy to understand and concrete ideas or something like that. So I believe you had a very good discussion among you. So this was okay. So I hope this kind of the fieldwork, including the USK fieldwork, is a very good opportunity to well to educate yourself. So I'm so please keep in touch with EBA projects, and please tell your friends how EBA project is really good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vera Sensei. I would like to also call Keiko Sensei as the Director of Story Asia.
Thank you very much for all the work, and I hope you enjoy the experience and hard work. Enjoy the hard work, and as Norima Sensei and other faculty members expressed, your work will continue to contribute to our new generation, and we really hope you keep in touch with our community. And please stay tuned for another opportunity to join our activities in the future. Thank you so much.
We will have a 3 fieldwork in next year.
Yay! Sensei, we have CBR, right? Following this EBA fieldwork, we have CBR. So
Yes.
I think,
Yes.
let's not forget
Merci.
that. So
Yes,
everyone who join EBA, you have opportunity to join the CBR, the other program, under this under SOI, yeah.
Yes,
Am I
yes.
right? Yes, yes. So okay, so just keep following our news and our activity. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Norima. Please
Thank
don't go
you.
anywhere yet. We are going to take some photos.
Of course.
But before that, we are going to stop the live streaming.
Yes,
I
so
don't think the
please,
people
everyone that
online need to
is
see.
available, please turn on your cameras so that we can prepare for a photo then. So first, I'm stopping the recording here on this session, and just a moment while I also finish our transmission on YouTube. Just a moment. I
Thank
think
you so much,
there's a little bit of
Sensei.
delay on YouTube, so please turn your cameras on while I stop.
Thank you so much, Aura Sensei, for joining us here. Aslina Sensei
All right.
also.
Okay, so YouTube.